Hey, it's Olga here, and welcome back to the three-part video series, How to Start Writing. In this video, in the video number 3, we are going to talk about the mindset, and it's called How to Think About Writing. And in a minute, you'll see why it is so important. But before I go in there, I want to say, if you haven't seen yet the video 1, please check it out. It helps you to create the clarity for your writing and to help you get started. In the video number 2, I gave you the strategies for the productivity, for time management, how to find time, how to make time, how to sit down with a clarity and focus on how to start writing and grow your content fast. Okay, so check those videos, and also check the comments below from the people who are going through the same difficulties. Yeah, procrastination, near deadline but overwhelmed with reviewers comments, also having several papers they need to write and they need to juggle. Okay, so check those comments, see that you're not alone, and also leave the comments about the videos number 1 and 2. What are you working on? What is your writing project at the moment? What those videos already help you to create? Okay, so let's move on. This is video number 3, and it's all about how to think about your writing. Okay, what is it all about? So if you're now follow the video number 1 and 2, and you got the clarity about which paper you're gonna write or which chapter of your thesis you're gonna work on, then you made time, you know how we talked about no distractions, no interruptions, sit down and follow your list of tasks that you need to do for your paper, right? So you sat down, you have this intention to get some work done, and you have that clarity that maybe you haven't had for a while. And what I hear from you, what I hear from the conversations with the scientists that I get to have a lot through my coaching practice, is that suddenly there is something else between you and your paper, or you or in your thesis, something that comes up. So what is that? And this is your thoughts about your writing project, right? So we can label them as negative thoughts. Oh, but it's not gonna be good enough. Oh, but I don't know enough, I need to read up more. Or my supervisor will criticize that, they won't like it, the reviewer will absolutely um, absolutely criticize that and trash it, and the editor will reject it, and it's going to take too long, and I should have done it earlier when I had time, and on and on and on, right? Does it sound familiar? Yeah, this is our mental chatter that comes up when we sit down to work on a creative project, and everyone has it. Okay, everyone has it. The successful people you see, the successful writers or scientists, everyone has that. It's just some of them have that it louder, some of us have it quieter, and some of us already know how to deal it. So today I want to teach you, I want to share with you how to deal with that, so that when those negative thoughts come up, you still can get your writing done. Okay, so you don't actually need to wait until you know enough or until you feel ready. In fact, if you feel ready, you're probably outgrown this project. So actually you're supposed to feel that you don't know enough, or you're not ready yet. Okay, so this is my first thing. The second thing, I want you to start recognizing those negative thoughts. And what you really need to do is to put all those negative thoughts aside for this 1 hour. I know it might sound crazy or unusual, but really it's just a skill, it's just a practice. It's already a kind of ninja technique that we practice here, the productivity for scientists. And when I suggested in one of my groups to put those thoughts aside, one of the clients, she reported back and she said she actually wrote them down, all those negative thoughts. It's not going to be good enough, it's going to take so long, I don't know enough. And she literally put this page aside at the edge of the table. So this is how she literally physically put those thoughts aside. So for this hour you need to pretend that those thoughts are not longer important. In fact, they don't really matter right now. So, well, so what if you don't know enough? You just need to know what you just need to write what you know. And I've already done it with so many clients privately. I said, well, tell me what you already know. And they start to talk, and it turns out that they already know a lot. And if they just can sit down and write it down what they already know, the paper already will start to grow. Okay. And in our work here in the courses and groups, we go even further and we analyze those negative thoughts. And I help clients to see that some of them are not even true. Like, for example, well, I never finish anything I start, right? So this thought can literally just block you and not allow you to work on your paper thesis, right? But here I help my clients to see that it's not even true. So I ask them, what have you already finished in this life? It might have been a master thesis or some other projects, and then they start realize, well, why, yeah, this thought is not even true, and I believe that, and I let it sabotage me and not even allow me to progress, right? Crazy. Okay, and some of the thoughts, we just actually learn to turn them around and come up with new positive statements that can inspire you, that can encourage you. And if you say, well, I make progress with my writing one step at a time. This is much more positive, much more encouraging, and maybe as true, if you already had sat down several times, okay? I'm going to write down whatever I know, and then I'm going to improve or read up more later, all right? So with these more positive, encouraging thoughts, you can actually unblock yourself and go, all right, so post in the comments below if any of those negative thoughts resonated with you, you recognize them, and how if you managed to implement how the writing started to flow, right? This is what you can experience when you just put them aside, pretend they're not longer important, or turn them around and practice positive statements. Is like for example, even saying that the fact that I feel that I'm not ready, I'm supposed to feel like this, it's okay, and I can allow myself to write imperfectly. How those positive thoughts help you to overcome that writing block, unblock yourself, and start writing. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to share with you in this video is the fact that a lot of us, a lot of you, work in loneliness and isolation. Okay, so I'm holding my phone here. I just want to read out something on it. Okay, so I'm gonna read out something that I just received an email. I think it's perfect to illustrate what I want to share with you. That a lot of you work in loneliness and isolation, and that you don't necessarily know how other scientists, if they struggle, how they struggle to get to their publication, to get to that celebratory moment when they come to the lunch or group meeting and say, yeah, I publish, or we've published, or maybe they even bring a champagne or a cake, how it used to be in some of the groups that I used to work. And you see it's a high profile people, they celebrate, and then you think, well, I am not good enough, I can't even write it up. So it's really, really important that you communicate with scientists in some sort of like writing groups, some of my clients have even set their own writing groups, also accountability partners. In my courses, in fact, in the online course that I'm going to be opening up soon, so stay tuned. If what I've been sharing with you so far resonates with you, stay tuned. You will see me announcing this writing course, and there is accountability buddying system is in this course, and this is what one of the participants, former participants of this course, this is what she shares. Listen to this. For me, one of the most useful things about setting up my own academic writing group and having an accountability partner that I got set up with through You Start Writing and Get It Done course. So this is a course I've just mentioned to you, was to get more familiar with how the writing process works for us as scientists. It was great to realize that the road to publication is long and winding for everyone else's too. Instead of just hearing from a colleague that they just published a paper and having to congratulate them while secretly feeling stressed about not having finished my own paper, once you peek behind the scenes, you realize that others are going through the same thing. Instead of hearing that your friend got a paper accepted and thinking, wow, she's so productive, why am I not more like her, you can go, wow, good for you. I know that article was a long time coming because I remember you talking about some tricky aspects of it already a year ago. Or, yeah, you finally convinced that reviewer that rejected your paper twice. In short, hearing how others are doing helps us adjust to more realistic standards of ourselves. And then she adds, I think you're doing a good job helping people with that through your groups and emails. Okay, I hope that this testimonial, is actually just an email that she shared with me. It inspires you, and this is my purpose here to share with you the behind the scenes, to inspire you to think differently about your writing project, your paper or your thesis. So leave a comment below how this video has inspired you, how the whole series has helped you, and stay tuned for another email from me where I announce this opportunity for you. So if you like so far what I've shared, if you want me to kind of hold your hand and walk you through this process, giving you like bite-sized information, and also also like break it down and also answer all your questions as we move along, then this will be for you. All right, this is all for today, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.